Cops have to deal with a lot of dangers during their careers, and even though these tough guys don't have the best reputation when it comes to serving the public, you've got to give them the praise where it's due. Sometimes cops put their life at stake to catch a criminal and ensure justice is served. In this video, we take a look at an incredible interaction between a cop and a suspect. Stick around and watch this one till the end, as the entire video will leave you on edge. So the case we'll be looking at today is quite a recent one, having taken place just a couple of years ago. In July 2020, a Louisiana cop pulled over a vehicle speeding on the highway. This was quite a normal stop and the cop wasn't expecting anything serious. However, on searching the vehicle, the cop would find something shocking that would prompt him to act fast and call for backup. You see, the suspect named Michael Mitchell Jr. wasn't just speeding at 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. The 18-year-old teenager was also driving without a valid license. This charge alone could net him fines up to $500 and 6 months in jail. Not only that, he would also have to pay fines for speeding. But little did the cop know that Mitchell was hiding a horrible secret in the trunk of his car. The cop asks Mitchell whether he's hiding anything in the car. He then asks if Mitchell has any illegal substances, to which he honestly responds, admitting that he does have some weed. All this while Mitchell calmly answered the cops' questions. Mitchell is asked when the last time he smoked, to which he replies saying that he smoked about an hour ago. The cop is now looking to get Mitchell on more than just a DUI charge. These charges could get Mitchell a long sentence. However, the cop was about to get yet another surprise as he continued to investigate Mitchell and search his car. As the cop continues asking Mitchell more questions, he notices a change in Mitchell's behavior. Mitchell starts to act increasingly suspiciously. He starts stuttering and it looks like he's unable to quickly answer the cop. Mitchell hesitantly complies with the cop searching his vehicle. Keep in mind that the cop is still looking for weed. He still isn't aware of Mitchell's horrible secret. A search of the front seats turned up nothing. However, on examining the car's exterior, the cop discovers multiple bullet holes across the left side of the vehicle. The cop is starting to doubt that Michael is just smuggling and consuming illegal substances. He feels that something is just not right about Michael and his car and believes his suspect is caught up in something much bigger than he first realized. He questions Michael about the bullet holes, but he's unwilling to cooperate. He gives a vague reply before the cop orders him to stand quietly. The cop then describes Michael's car. The officer continues to search Mitchell's car. By now he's convinced that Mitchell is a dangerous criminal and it's only a matter of time before he uncovers the truth. The cop also learns that Mitchell has lied all through the investigation. His address comes back as somewhere completely different to where he's saying, and the car is registered to someone with a completely different surname. The officer decides to confront Mitchell one more time and threatens him to reveal the truth. By now, it looks like Mitchell will be handcuffed and taken to the police station for further interrogation. However, something completely unexpected happens all of a sudden. A completely random man pulls up at the scene and tells the officer that his family is looking for him. When this person gives another name for Mitchell and the owner of the vehicle, the cop is at a loss. This has gone from a traffic stop to a full-blown mystery, and the cop is determined to get to the bottom of it. The officer asks his colleague to verify the information provided by Mitchell. He also mentions the stranger who shows up and asks whether the car has been stolen or not. After much discussion, the officer slowly starts putting two and two together. If Mitchell is telling the truth, it seems as though his brother is letting him drive a car that he stole from the original owner. However, he still cannot explain the bullet holes on the car's exterior. He also cannot understand why Mitchell lied about his address or why the random man appeared looking for him even when he knew he was driving the car. And with the latest information provided by his colleague, the cop learns of a missing person report hidden among this mess. The cop wonders if Mitchell has any idea about the missing person. He, however, decides not to ask Mitchell and instead makes a few more calls. It's later learned that the missing person is Michael Robinson, the alleged brother of the boy at the scene and the man who permitted him to be driving the car. However, it's still unclear who owns the car. After backup arrives, the cop decides to examine the car for a second time. Little did the officer know that this is where all his questions would be answered at once. He could never have imagined what was hiding in the trunk of the car. The officer discovers a dead body in the trunk. And yes, this was the body of Michael Robinson, the man who was missing all along during the investigation. All of a sudden, everything made sense and the cop finally solved the mystery. It turns out Michael Robinson wasn't related to Mitchell at all. Robinson was not our suspect's brother. Instead, he was just a casualty of an armed robbery Mitchell was part of earlier. In the end, Mitchell opens up about what happened at the scene of the robbery. He said that he shot Robinson multiple times with a handgun before loading him into his trunk and driving him away to dump the body. But of course, before he could make it, he was pulled over by our officer of speeding. Mitchell wasn't alone that day. Another teenager named Cameron Poe, 19, was charged with second-degree murder. The pair were jailed on a $500,000 bond. This was such a horrible crime, and if it wasn't for the cop, these criminals would have gotten away. Well, that's it for this video. Would love to hear your thoughts on the stunning turnaround in this case. What do you think of the cop and the suspect, Mitchell? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell for the latest notifications and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.